Hello and welcome back to Zone Voice English Podcast, your place to listen, repeat, shadow, and improve your English step by step. I'm Tom, and I'm very happy you're here today. In this episode, I speak slowly and clearly. I use simple words and natural sentences so you can follow along easily. Practice your pronunciation and build confidence in speaking English. Today, we will talk about how to talk about your hobbies in English. What do you enjoy doing in your free time? What activities make you happy? How can you describe your interests using simple and natural English? By the end of this episode, you will be able to speak about your hobbies with more confidence and use useful vocabulary in everyday conversations. Let's begin. Why is it important to talk about your hobbies in English? It's important because hobbies are a common topic in conversations. When you meet new people, they often ask about your interests and what you like to do in your free time. Talking about hobbies is easy because you already know the subject. You don't need special knowledge or difficult vocabulary. You simply talk about the activities you enjoy. You can say that you like reading books, watching movies, playing sports, listening to music, cooking, traveling, or learning new skills. You can also explain why you enjoy these activities. Maybe they help you relax, learn something new, stay healthy, or have fun with friends. And here's the best part. When you talk about your hobbies, you are practicing real English that you can use in everyday life. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need perfect pronunciation. You just need to practice and express your ideas. The more you talk about your interests, the more comfortable you become speaking English naturally. When you practice talking about your hobbies, you begin to speak more naturally. You use simple, complete sentences. You stop translating in your head, and you feel more confident when speaking. Let's take an example. Imagine you are meeting someone new. They ask, "What do you like to do in your free time?" If you've practiced talking about your hobbies before, you can answer easily. You can say, "I enjoy reading books. I like listening to music. Sometimes I watch movies or go for a walk." Now, that's a real conversation. That's real communication. And that is your goal. Even if you are alone, even if you're not in an English class, even if you are shy, you can still practice speaking English by talking about your hobbies. So, whenever you don't know what to say, start with something simple. What do I enjoy doing? What do I do on weekends? What activities help me relax? What new skills am I learning? These are good questions. They help you remember vocabulary. They help you build strong English habits. They help you think in full sentences without stress. You can practice in the morning. You can practice in the evening. You can even record yourself and listen back later. The key is to keep it simple. Use the English you already know. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes. One sentence today, 2 sentences tomorrow, a full conversation next week. So today, let's build that skill together. Step by step, word by word, one real sentence at a time. Okay, let's start with our free time. Free time is an important part of life. It helps us relax. It helps us enjoy ourselves. And it's a great topic to practice in English, because everyone has hobbies and interests. Now let's practice some simple sentences together. Repeat each one slowly, just like shadowing. Let's begin. In my free time, I like to read books. Now you repeat. Sometimes I read for 30 minutes before bed. Now you repeat. Reading helps me relax and learn new things. I enjoy reading stories, articles, and self-improvement books. Sometimes I sit in a quiet place with a cup of tea and a good book. Another hobby I enjoy is listening to music. I listen to music when I walk, work, or relax at home. Soft music helps me feel calm after a busy day. Sometimes I listen to English podcasts to improve my listening skills. I also enjoy watching movies and videos. I like movies that are interesting, funny, or inspiring. Watching English movies helps me learn new words and expressions. On weekends, I sometimes go for a walk outside. Fresh air makes me feel refreshed and full of energy. While walking, I like to observe nature and think about my goals. Some people enjoy sports. They play football, basketball, or badminton with friends. Physical activities help keep the body healthy and strong. I also enjoy learning new skills. Sometimes I watch tutorials or read articles about topics that interest me. Learning something new makes me feel productive and motivated. The most important thing is to spend some time doing activities that you enjoy. Hobbies help us relax, reduce stress, and bring happiness to our lives. And they also give us a great way to practice speaking English. The more you talk about your hobbies, the more natural your English becomes. When I have free time, I like to think about how I want to spend it. Sometimes I check my phone and look for new books, videos, or podcasts that interest me. I also make a small plan for my free time activities. I choose things that help me relax, learn, or have fun. Now let's shadow a story. My favorite hobby. In this part, I will tell you a short story about one of my hobbies. You can listen first, then shadow each sentence. You can pause after each line and repeat it slowly. Are you ready? Let's begin. One of my favorite hobbies is reading. I usually read for a little while every day. Sometimes I read in the afternoon and sometimes I read before going to bed. I enjoy reading because it helps me learn new ideas and improve my vocabulary. When I read, I like to sit in a comfortable chair near a window. I often make a cup of tea before I start. The quiet atmosphere helps me focus. Some days I read stories. Other days I read books about personal growth, success, or language learning. I always keep a notebook nearby. If I find an interesting word or idea, I write it down. Reading is not only enjoyable, but also useful. It helps me become a better learner. After reading, I sometimes listen to music for a few minutes. Soft music helps me relax and reflect on what I learned. On weekends, I spend even more time on my hobbies. I may read, watch educational videos, or practice a new skill. These activities make me feel happy and productive. Before finishing my free time, I often think about what I learned or enjoyed the most. Then I make a note to continue the activity another day. Hobbies bring balance to life. They help us relax, learn, and enjoy our time. And they also give us many opportunities to practice speaking English. And that's how I enjoy my free time. Okay. Let's say a few final practice sentences together. Again, you can repeat right after me. Every day is a little different, but I always try to make time for my hobbies. When I spend time doing something I enjoy, I feel happier and more relaxed. I am proud of my progress, and I will keep learning new things. Now, let's move to the afternoon. For many people, the afternoon is a busy time. Some people work. Some people study. Some people take care of their family or home. But even on busy days, many people find a little time for their hobbies. The afternoon can be a great time to enjoy an activity you love. Even if you only have 10 or 15 minutes, you can still do something enjoyable. Let's learn some common sentences together. Try to repeat after me slowly and clearly. After lunch, I often spend some time on my favorite hobby. Sometimes I read a few pages of a book. Other times I listen to music while I relax. I enjoy discovering new songs and artists. Sometimes I watch educational videos about topics that interest me. I like learning new things in my free time. When I have extra time, I practice a skill that I want to improve. It could be drawing, writing, cooking, or learning a language. I enjoy activities that help me grow and become better. I usually take a short break in the afternoon. During that break, I may read an article or listen to a podcast. Sometimes I sit quietly and enjoy a cup of tea. If the weather is nice, I go for a walk outside. Fresh air helps me feel refreshed and full of energy. While walking, I sometimes listen to English podcasts. This helps me improve my listening skills. Other times, I simply enjoy nature and the peaceful surroundings. The afternoon is a wonderful time to relax, learn, and enjoy your hobbies. Even a few minutes each day can make a big difference. The important thing is to do something that makes you happy and keeps you motivated. I also watch videos about my hobbies to learn new ideas and techniques. Sometimes I watch videos in English to improve my listening skills at the same time. I repeat useful phrases out loud to practice speaking. This helps me become more confident and fluent. When I finish an activity, I like to think about what I learned. Sometimes I write a few notes in a notebook. This helps me remember useful information and track my progress. I also like to write down one new English word each day. Now, I will tell you a story about my afternoon hobby time. You can listen, pause, and repeat after me. Try to copy my rhythm and tone. This is a great way to shadow and improve your English. After lunch, I usually spend some time doing one of my favorite hobbies. On many days, I sit down with a good book and read for a while. I enjoy learning new ideas and exploring different topics. Sometimes I listen to relaxing music while I read. The music helps me focus and enjoy the experience. Other days, I watch educational videos online. I like videos that teach useful skills or interesting facts. When I hear a new English phrase, I pause the video and repeat it. This helps me remember the expression and improve my pronunciation. Sometimes I go for a short walk outside. While walking, I listen to podcasts or simply enjoy the fresh air. These small activities help me relax after a busy day. Before I finish my hobby time, I often think about what I enjoyed the most. I may write a short note about it in my notebook. Sometimes I write one sentence in English about my experience. For example, today I learned something new and I enjoyed every minute of it. Or, I practiced my hobby today and I feel happy and relaxed. This helps me reflect on my day and stay motivated. Okay, now it's your turn. You can pause this episode for a moment. Try to talk about your hobbies just like I did. What do you usually enjoy doing in your free time? What hobby makes you feel happy? What new skill would you like to learn? Take your time and try to answer using simple English sentences. What do you usually do in your free time? Do you read books? Do you listen to music? Do you watch movies or practice a skill? Use short sentences. It's okay if it's only 3 or 4 lines. The goal is to speak, not to be perfect. Okay, let's try some sentence starters together to help you speak. I will say the beginning of the sentence, and you try to complete it. Okay. In my free time, I usually... Very good. My favorite hobby is... Good job. Sometimes I enjoy... Well done. I like to spend time... Perfect. On weekends, I often... Very good. Okay. Now let's talk about the evening. For many people, the evening is a special time. It is a time to relax, enjoy hobbies, and slow down after a busy day. Let's repeat some useful sentences. In the evening, I like to spend time doing things I enjoy. Sometimes I read a book before dinner. I often listen to music to relax. Sometimes I watch a documentary or an educational video. I enjoy learning new things in my free time. After dinner, I may continue with my hobbies for a little while. Sometimes I practice English. Other times, I write in a journal or plan my goals. If the weather is pleasant, I go for a short walk outside. Walking helps me clear my mind and relax. Before bed, I often read a few pages of a book. Sometimes I listen to calming music or a podcast. These activities help me end the day peacefully. Okay, you have just listened to examples of hobbies and free time activities throughout the day. Now I want you to talk about your own hobbies. Here's how you can do it. First, think about the activities you enjoy. What do you like to do in your free time? What hobby makes you happy? What do you usually do in the afternoon or evening? Do you enjoy reading? Listening to music, watching videos, learning new skills, or exercising? What do you like to do before bed? Take a moment and think about your answers. Then try to say them in English using simple sentences. Remember, every sentence you speak is progress, and every day you practice, your English becomes stronger. You can talk about your favorite hobby today, or you can talk about the activities you usually enjoy during a normal week. Great work today. You listened to many examples about hobbies and free time activities. You practiced useful vocabulary. You repeated full sentences. And most importantly, you tried to speak in English. That is real progress. You are not just studying English. You are using English. You are talking about your interests, your experiences, and the things that make you happy. You are living in English one sentence at a time. Keep building your confidence. Keep talking about your hobbies until it feels easy and natural. The more you practice, the more fluent you will become. Now come back to this episode whenever you want more speaking practice. Listen again, shadow again, repeat again, and each time try to add more details about your hobbies and interests. Maybe today you can say 3 sentences. Next week you can say 10. Soon, you will be able to talk about your favorite activities with confidence and ease. This is how real progress happens, step by step, sentence by sentence, day by day. Thank you for spending this time with me. This is English Unleashed. I'm Tom, and I'm proud of your effort today. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep learning, and keep believing in yourself. Take care, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.